Welcome back. We are coming up on the 20th anniversary of September 11th, and the 9/11 Museum and Memorial is launching a campaign to help remember the lessons learned on that tragic day. I recently spoke with Alice Greenwald, the president and CEO of the September 11th National Memorial and Museum, about a new campaign and the Never Forget Fund, and also Anthony Gardner, who lost his brother on that tragic day, and his teen daughter also joins us to share about her lessons that she's learned at school and beyond. Up first, though, Alice Greenwald tells us more about this campaign and about the Never Forget Fund.
Never Forget Fund, it's neverforget.org, is an initiative of the 9/11 Memorial and Museum as we come up to the 20th anniversary of 9/11 to help support all of the educational efforts for an entire generation of young people, numbering, some people think, as many as 100 million young people born after 2001, who have no lived memory of one of the most seminal events in American and global history. So it is meant to teach this generation about the event itself and its ongoing repercussions in our lives, in the world they will inherit as adults. But perhaps even more importantly, it is about remembering the way we as a nation and as a global community responded in the aftermath of this horrific set of attacks on the United States, a response that was characterized by compassion and empathy and a demonstration of hope, resilience, and unity, behaviors, feelings, values that we believe are more important to know than ever.
Alice, what are some ways that individuals can contribute to the Never Forget Fund?
You know, there's a couple of ways to do this. One is through direct donation, neverforgetfund.org. But we also have this wonderful thing. It's called our commemorative ticket, which is meant to be a keepsake marking the 20th anniversary of 9/11. It's really an attractive metal ticket that marks this milestone moment. But it comes with a ticket with a QR code that converts into free admission to the museum. So one can buy a commemorative ticket. For $50, you get 1-year membership in the museum, you get the keepsake, but you also get the opportunity to give someone, a student, a family member, a colleague, a friend, the opportunity to experience the 9/11 Memorial and Museum themselves.
Alice, how is the September 11th Memorial Museum commemorating September 11th?
We host a commemoration, and we lead the nation in commemorating the events of 9/11. This year, our commemoration ceremony will include, as we always do, the reading of 2,983 victims' names by family members. It's incredibly moving. And I will say, as we mark this generational moment, this transitional moment from memory to history, we have an increasingly higher number of young people, grandchildren, great-grandchildren even, who didn't know the individuals whose names they read, but know all about them. And it is extremely moving to watch this happen and to observe this commemoration. This year, the commemoration will also have some special music and readings that will be significant for the anniversary itself, for this milestone. We will produce, as we do every year, Tribute in Light, those magnificent beams of light that go miles into the night sky above Manhattan. We're working with New York City and Company, NYC & Co., to encourage buildings around New York City and even beyond the city, and even beyond buildings. We actually have some bridges and boats participating this year, lighting up in what we call Memorial Blue as a gesture on the night of 9/11, September 11th, 2021, lighting up in blue as a gesture of solidarity. In commemoration and remembrance. In addition to our commemorative activities, we have a number of educational programs that we're launching this year for the anniversary. One is a new downloadable poster exhibition made for libraries, and we have over 2,000 libraries participating around the country. This exhibition tells the story of September 11, 2001, the day that changed the world. And it is meant to be an introduction for students and young people around the nation who may not have yet had a chance to visit the 9/11 Memorial and Museum to learn about this history and the way we responded in the aftermath. We also have our Anniversary in the Schools webinar, which we do every year to help teachers teach and mark the day of the anniversary in a meaningful way. Obviously, it comes at the beginning of the school year. It's a hard topic to address when students are brand new to their classrooms and their classmates, and the year is just beginning. And we wanted to help teachers address this need to mark the day in an educational and meaningful way. Well, this year, the webinar, which is about a 30-minute video, during which and after which students can participate in a live chat with museum professionals, asking whatever questions are on their minds of the professionals here in New York. And it's a wonderful dialogue that happens. But the video this year features a number of young people, people who were children when 9/11 happened, sharing their experiences of that day. One is the daughter of one of the pilots aboard one of the hijacked flights, who was 10 years old when she lost her dad on 9/11. Another is the daughter of a firefighter who also perished at the World Trade Center. They have since become really close friends for life. And they share their journey together from grief to service, to living productive lives as adults. We have a young man, Carlton Shelley, who was a fifth grader at the Booker Elementary School in Sarasota, Florida on September 11, 2001. That is the school where President George W. Bush was reading a book to the kids there, the students there. And he remembers that day. And as part of the webinar, he actually reads the entry to his journal that he wrote that night 20 years ago. And it is remarkable seeing this now grown-up man who ended up going to West Point, becoming a member of the military, who's gone on to a career in finance, sharing his recognition as a fifth grader that in response to this event, the proper response was one of service to others, which is so much at the heart of the messaging of the memorial and the museum. So I do believe the webinar will have a tremendous impact, as it does every year, but this year in particular, because when young people speak to young people, it has a tremendous significance and meaning. So we're very excited about that.
Thank you, Alice Gardner, for telling us more about the Never Forget Fund and this 9/11 campaign being launched through the September 11th Museum and Memorial. Up next, I speak with Anthony Gardner and his teen daughter about his tragic loss on that day. We'll be right back.